welcome back. How's your homework going? If you're doing homework. I hope it's going well. Okay, so we need to go to the swampy area. So we're gonna go to the swamps. Or the swamp, I guess. Which is through South Clocktown. And since I talked to that one guard earlier, they're all cool with me now. They all got on their iPhones and were like, listen, the kid in green is alright. He has a sword. So, oh my god. I need to stop saying that. I need to also find the hole back here. I know there's a hole, but I'm not gonna fight it. Not gonna fight it. Alright, so first we're gonna go see. Don't you steal anything from me. We're gonna go see what's his name? Grog. We're gonna go see Grog. And you might be saying, Tinkles, there's a big rock in the way. You can't go see him. And to that I say, I'm gonna hit this owl statue. And then I'm going to stop walking like that. I'm going to fast forward in time. I'll keep hitting it one more time. Yay. Okay. Oh look, the rock. Okay, well the rock is gone. Let's see what he has to say. I opened the way. Yes, you did. That guy's a real American. He works hard. And then he gets time off right before the moon falls down. So, there's gonna be quite a bit of walking. This place will be important later, but not presently, except for the one thing that we're coming here for. And yep, just loaded it in. Look, it's our horsey. Oh no, it's the moon. Look! There's Malin. Isn't that your horse? Look how happy he is. Too bad she's behind a gate. Too bad I don't have a type of explosive that I could use to open it. Oh, nope. Doesn't work. So we're gonna go over here to the Cocoa Shack. And we're going to, the audio's being weird, we're going to wear this mask for no reason, of course, just for looks. Cut it. Cut it. Oh, that tells you something about a mask we'll get later. So there's Grog. As you can see, he's got a bunch of chicks around him, because he is a popular dude without eyes. I heard it from my gramps, says the moon's gonna fall. With something that big, it's sure to take this ranch down with it. Oh well. Look around with your soulless eyes, and your red nipples. My only regret is that I won't get to see these guys in their prime as roosters. Yeah, okay. Well, we can help him with that because we have a magical mask thing. And this is gonna take me like a couple minutes, so I'll probably fast forward through this. One, I think. Yep. And then they just screw growing up and all that. They just turn into them. I mean, like, what if you were a child one day and then you just woke up and you were a full adult? That would be crazy. So now he lived through his wish. I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. The bunny hood. My, what long ears it has. These guys are all roosters. Heh heh. Yeah. So, that's basically one of the most useful masks in the game. Because it lets you run really fast. And that's all I have to say about that. I should model for you. Here you go. Look at that. How beautiful. It like swings back and forth, and I don't think it did that in Ocarina of Time. Anyways, we're gonna go back in time, so that way it'll save, and then we won't lose this progress. Yeah, and we're gonna fall through white area. Because that's how going back in time works. Okay, so now we're going to get down to brass tacks, as they say, and we're gonna play the reverse song of time, so time will go slower so we can accomplish more, and I won't be pressed for time, because I don't want to like get halfway through something and then I have to go back, blah blah blah. Although the pre-temple and the post-temple, like everything in this game has a sort of checkpoint, so you can, if you did get caught with the time running out, you can pretty much just go back in time, and you'll usually have a key item that'll let you skip a couple steps. We have an ugly drawing of a Skull Kid here. Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he'd been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. Look at those fairies. I think we know them. See, he's just a poor kid, like, he's not a big bad guy from the desert that wants to rule over everything. He's just a kid that wanted his friends. And it's such a sad story. And then they're all friends and they do cartwheels. Friends do cartwheels. Everyone, if you haven't done cartwheels with your friends, then I don't know what they are to you. And also, you draw pictures of yourselves. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that? Ooh. He knocked out the Happy Mask Salesman, and his body just went into rigor mortis. And once he got his power, I feel like I cut that off a little bit early. Yep, and then it just leaves it with that. So I feel like Skull Kid, he took the mask because he thought it would be like a fun thing to do, to wear. I'm sure he thought it looked cool, because, I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna say it here. And he put it on, and then it slowly just took control of him. I think that's why he's evil. Or, well, that's why he is how he is. I have the... Bats. on. Listen, man. I didn't ask for you to come over here. Oh, we have to watch this. So, what you do is you just shoot your bubbles at them and then just climb up. And I think you should be able to get most of them. But there might be one or two still flying up here, so you just kind of have to avoid them. Oh, we got them all. Never mind. Got a piece of heart. We got 3, so now we just need 1 more. And then we have another heart container. That would put us at 5 already. And yep, there's another one. There's one up in the Deku Palace. So we'll have 5 hearts before we even got to the first temple. Ooh. So in here is the swamp tour guide, but we're not interested in them right now. Get the Picto box from them once you do something over here. And over here is the Magic Hag's potion shop, where you can get potions. Let's get this first, alright, just in case. So, we need to go into the Lost Woods. Or I think it's called the Woods of Mystery, but it's basically the Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. Wait, I didn't even read that. I read the Ferocious Turtles. Yep, Woods of Mystery. And I think some people said that Link went through the Lost Woods before he got transported to Termina, but I don't know how I believe that. Although it makes sense, because the Lost Woods are kind of just this mishmash of places. And although they were, a lot of the openings were blacked out in the game, that doesn't mean that they don't lead to something. But it also doesn't really explain the falling aspect, because he falls straight down for a while after he gets there. Although I guess if it is like a black hole, or not a black hole, a portal or whatever, you could just be transported onto the top of something. Ow, help me! Yeah! Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay. Is this you being racist? It is her being racist. She won't talk to the Deku Scrub. I was just busy minding my own business. Yep. I was just busy minding my own business when picking mushrooms when bam, I got hit from behind. That pesky Skull Kid. Did he think an old hag wouldn't recognize him if he hit his face? Oh, ow. To think he's that powerful. And now I can't even move. You. Don't you have anything that gives you energy? Aw. Well, I'm sorry. It gives me a bit of energy. Let's see if she'll do it. Now I've done it, I've gone and attracted some weirdo's attention. I'll just play dead. Yeah, so, I mean, most people refer to Deku Scrub Link as a child, and now she just calls him a weirdo because I'm a Deku Scrub, and she's racist. Go! It can't be an issue with the controller, can it? I'll have to test it in some other games. It might be an issue with the controller. Hey girl, your sister friend is dying. These guys were the best boss in Ocarina of Time, I think. Or they were one of my favorites. What's that? The Skull Kid got Takume? That's ridiculous. If it's just the Skull Kid, then what harm could he possibly do? So this kind of confirms that Skull Kid has been in Termina for a while. Oh, well if that's true, then take this potion to her. This isn't good. Got a bottle of red potion. So you can just drink it and she'll keep giving you free red potions. But I'm not going to do that because that's a waste of time. let's see. They were one of my favorite bosses. I didn't like their temple as much though. Although at that point, like, that's what there's 5 temples and then there's the 3 child ones with. So that's 8 temples. At that, and there's the bottom of the well, and then there's the ice cavern. So I guess you could say maybe there's 9 if you count each of those as half of a dungeon. By that point, I'm kind of burnt out of Ocarina of Time, but I like their boss fight. I think the Shadow Temple is probably my favorite one overall, just because it's really dark in like this child's game, you know. A lot of the temples aren't even like child friendly, but Shadow Temple seems just overly violent. And I'll talk more about temples when we're done talking to her. Oh, feel the energy flow. Kome is revived. You saved me. I'm the swamp tour guide. I run the boat cruise, so come by if you want a free ride. Yeah, alright, let's go. Me been watching you. Lately, this swamp, filled with poison water. Temple above waterfall strange. Brother go to temple. But brother no able to find temple entrance. Temple for Deku only. Brother captured by Deku, now in palace. Help! Yeah, so they're just like, hey, come to the Deku Palace, save our brother. Actually, I wonder where they go. Oh, they just disappeared. Okay. I guess they don't think people have the bunny hood at this point, and that I wouldn't be able to keep up. So we're gonna go back to the swamp tour guide. And then we're gonna get our free tour. Ooh, we gotta get the warp point first. Alright, let's go get our free tour.